Hi and welcome to Beatles Beatles channel. Today's video is episode 1 of my Apple Records album series, so please come and join me. So hello and a very warm welcome to Beatles channel here today. Hope all you fabulous people are doing really well and thanks for joining me here on the channel. Well, the subject for today's video is something I've been asked to do by many subscribers, which is the Apple Records album series. So in this series I've decided to show each album in release date order, as well as showing any additional USA or reissue pressings and even some 8 tracks I'm going to be showing as well. So obviously I won't be showing any Beatles albums, just the other artists that were signed to the Apple Records label. Okay, so that will be coming up very shortly, but before then of course it's time for... Yes, so it's on to them old shout outs, and we're going to be saying a big hi to Serge Bagdadlian, Peter Svensson, Nick Elias from Canada, hi Nick, hope you're well, Brian Kelly Music, Duncan Moss, David Williams, Graham Pratchett, who was 14 when he saw the Beatles, hi Graham, and Michael Noland. That's a big hi from yours truly, Beatle Dave. So on to the main event then today, and it's episode 1 of my Apple Records album series. So please, come and join me. The American singer-songwriter James Taylor released his self-titled debut studio album in the UK on Apple Records on the 6th of December 1968 and in the USA on the 17th of February 1969. It was also the first recording by a non-British artist which was released on Apple and would also be Taylor's only release on the label. The album was also produced by head Apple A&R man Peter Asher, who recorded the album at Trident Studios from July to October 1968, at the same time as the Beatles were recording some of the White Album there. Unlike any other James Taylor album, the recording includes musical links to many of the tracks and heavy orchestration arranged and conducted by Richard Hewson. Standout songs are Something in the Way She Moves, Carolina in My Mind and Rainy Day Man. Paul McCartney and an uncredited George Harrison guested on bass and backing vocals respectively on Carolina in My Mind. When the album was first released, critical reaction was generally good with many positive reviews. However, the record's commercial potential suffered from Taylor's inability to promote the LP due to his hospitalisation back in the USA for drug addiction, and it sold poorly. So let's take a look. So here we have then the first non-Beatles Apple Records release from 1968. The first two were Wonderwall music, of course, on mono and stereo, Apcor 1 and Sapcor 1 by George Harrison, and also two versions by John and Yoko, Apcor 2 and Sapcor 2. And if you're interested in these two particular records, I've got them on my channel as two particular specials, the Wonderwall special and the Two Virgins special, where I show both mono editions as well as other stereo editions. So we're going to be looking at this James Taylor album first, and this was released on the 6th December 1968 on Apple Records Apcor 3. And we're going to start with the cover. As you notice, it's got James Taylor in orange there, and actually that's the very first issues were actually in orange, if you've got the James Taylor writing there at the bottom. And the later ones had the black writing, as we'll come to in a bit. Anyway, so we'll start off with the cover. It's a really nice laminated cover there. Very, very fragile album, this one. Really difficult to find in anything like mint condition. Take a look at the back, and then you've got James Taylor's legs and his feet. But if you open it out, you've got the complete image there, which is somewhere in Windsor, in Berkshire, where this was taken against a wall. And then we've got, on the inside, we've got all the lyrics and information about the album itself. Little bit of wear there, a little bit of, I think it's tape or something there stuck in the middle. And you've got some details at the bottom there of when it was recorded and Peter Asher produced by. Obviously McCartney's credit there and not George Harrison's. And there is some sort of spine, which we'll look at if we can. It's a very, very thin spine. Just about see that, I think. Apcor 3, James Taylor. So we've got the original black Apple inner sleeve there, the die-cut inner sleeve. These are just a little bit too harsh for your record, so I would advise you just to remove them and put them in something a little bit softer. It's only got the hole obviously cut out the one side on these. I mean, they're great looking, but they're just a bit too harsh on the vinyl. So onto the vinyl then. And it's a real great looking label, these. This is in really good condition. Probably about VG plus maybe. It's got a few slight little hairlines, but nothing major. Really nice condition. Good labels. Really good looking labels on these. And these are all dedicated mono mixes. These early Apple albums, these are all mixed to mono, dedicated mono mixes. And the matrix number on side 1 is Apcor 3A1. Nice and simple to remember. And the same on side B. Once again, nice bright looking label, real nice vinyl. And the matrix on this side is Apcor 3B1. Very simple. So on to the original USA version of James Taylor then. This was released on the 17th of February 1969, a couple of months after the original UK one. And the catalogue number is SKAO 3352. And this is in fabulous condition still. It's got the catalogue number, a little bit of a drill hole there unfortunately. It's got the catalogue number there, top left. Bit of a hype sticker I think's been removed there, which is a bit sad really. Got James Taylor again in orange on the original releases. And there's the reverse with his legs and feet. And the strange thing about this particular edition is it has the UK catalogue number there. James Taylor Sapcor 3. And on this spine you've got the American details. James Taylor, stereophonic, and the catalogue number there. Really strange. So moving on, we've got the USA 8-track release then that was released on the same day on 17th of February 1969. And the catalogue number on this particular item is 8XT3352. And this once again is completely sealed. Really fabulous little item, this one. These 8 tracks are really superb to collect. We've got some details there. And on the back, Apple 8-track stereo. These are such great little items. Really rare to see these now sealed. You think they're like 50 years plus now, so it's moving on, time's moving on. So we're back to a UK copy now, and this one is actually from post-July 1969. So anyway, the catalogue number on this particular one is Sapcor 3, as you would expect. And as you can see, you've got James Taylor in black there, which is slightly later copy. Everything else is the same though. It's the same image, as you can see, front and back. And then we'll fold that open. It's a great photo. I really like that photo. And then on the inside, once again, we've got all the lyrics to the songs. Got the flip backs on the inside, as you can see, as it was done at the time. And you've got all the credits there, bottom right. And we've got a little spine there, which is once again could be quite difficult to see. Hopefully you can see that. Sapcor 3. So on to the Apple inner then, and this is a later one that they used after the black ones had run out, or they just stopped using them. You can see there it's got Apple records there on both sides, these white inners. It's got the patents number on there as well. I'm not so sure this is the correct one for this particular LP, but it may well be. So we're going to take a look at the vinyl then. So this, as I said before, this is the post-July 1969 edition. Still has the dark labels, just doesn't have the sold in UK across the top like the originals do, which I forgot to mention when I showed the mono version. But still quite a nice dark label. Really nice. This is a lovely copy, this one. Really superb, beautiful. This one's pretty much mint. Really fabulous. Matrix number on side 1 is Sapcor 3A-1. Real easy matrix numbers to remember. Fabulous. And then we got side 2. Another nice, bright, clean Apple label. And once again, that matrix number, Sapcor 3B-1. So on to the next version of James Taylor that I've got, and this is an early 70s version, still Sapcor 3 on the catalogue number. And as you can see, once again, has the James Taylor in black writing there on this particular sleeve, still laminated all over. And there's his feet and his legs again on the full image. Really great photo. And then on the inside gatefold, you've got all the lyrics, and on the flip backs you've got the produced by Peter Asher and written by James Taylor details and some other little recording notes. And let's have a look, see if we can see the spine, which we've got there. James Taylor Sapcor 3. Once again, we've got that Apple inner sleeve, which is the correct one for this particular release. It's in great shape, that one. So on to the vinyl then. And this is a early 70s release. As I said, it's got the lighter Apple labels, but it's still nevertheless in superb condition, this one. Really fantastic. The matrix numbers again is Sapcor 3A-1 on side 1. And then on side 2, Sapcor 3B-1. Fantastic, this one. Really great album to listen to. Really sounds great, this issue. So on to the next version of James Taylor then, which I have here. And this is part of the early 90s reissue campaign with Apple. And it's released on the 19th of November 1991, Sapcor 3. There's also another catalogue number of 7975771. And these are actually really difficult to find UK pressed vinyl editions of these, but this is one of them. And it's also released on CD and cassette. So once again, we've got James Taylor there at the bottom in orange, more faithful to the original. We've got the same image on the front there. And on the back, with his feet and legs, we've got the barcode top right there, with the cassette details and the CDs, as well as the vinyl details there. And then on the inside, it's a little bit different. Got some different images and pictures there, little essay, and some releases of his CDs and LPs on Apple and EP. And that Granny Smith there with the 2 sides of songs. And then on the spine, all the details there. So onto that bulk standard paper inner again. So onto the vinyl then, from the early 1990s. These are quite a thin affair, these ones. These are really quite a wobble board, which is a bit of a shame, but they still play really nice. Great looking too, the label's fabulous. Really nice bright label. It's got side 1 there in English, as opposed to the foreign issues which would have been imported into the country. So these are British pressings, this particular one. Really hard to find. More common are the imports that you would have got at the time as well. And the matrix number on side 1 is 7975771-A1 on side 1. Another great label there, really fabulous looking. And the matrix number on side 2 is 7975771-B1. And these sound absolutely fantastic, a really great sounding disc. So the final version of the James Taylor LP, which I have here, is the most recent version which has come out on vinyl. This was released on the 27th of October 2017 by Universal, catalogue number B0026321-01. And this is an American issue, I believe. It's got American details on the back. Quite faithful though. I believe this is part of the 75th anniversary of Capitol or some campaign or something, but it's quite a faithful reissue, this one. Got the image there, got the barcode actually on the bottom, and the Universal and Apple logos there, and capital as well. And it does say California at the bottom there. And then on the inside we've got faithful to the original with the lyrics. And then on the spine, nice thick spine, really good quality album, this one. There's a catalogue number at the end there. So the bulk standard paper inner, nothing special. So finally onto the vinyl then. And there's quite a lot of pressing marks I found on this particular vinyl when I first pulled it out of its inner bag. So it's quite heavily marked, which is a bit of a shame. You probably won't be able to see it, but still quite nice label, slightly darker than previous issues, but still quite nice. The matrix on side 1 is B0026321-01-A on side 1. On side 2, once again, is B0026321-01B. Nice reissue, actually. It's already 5 years old. So thank you all for tuning in today, guys. Really appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. And as always, any comments I get from any of you guys all around the world, I'll always come back to you as soon as I can. So the next Apple Records album series will be back again next month with the Modern Jazz Quartet. So anyway, next week's video I will be showing a fabulous French box set of the Red and Blue albums. So make sure that you're here, same Beatles time, same Beatles channel. So as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, why not give us a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any future videos. This is Beatle Dave signing off.